everybody knows that. But in order to actually go live, you do have to push it twice. But, I mean, that's not what I've been doing for 8 minutes. Not that anybody cares right now. There's nobody watching, so. What's up, Matt? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Missing you already. That's for sure. Hey, Brenda. Missing you, too. It seems like it's actually been forever since we were together in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Not to be mistaken by people kept asking me if I was going to Scranton, Ohio. So I'm assuming somewhere in Ohio, people, you also have a Scranton. And if you went there for the National Beard and Mustache Championships, you probably did not get a ribbon. So, hi, all 6 of you watching at this point. I am super awesome wondering if I messed up. And I probably did. No, I did not. All right. I'm sure he is out there somewhere. But as you see, I am solo because I'm literally the only one not in bed right now that is associated with the show. And that's okay because people need to be in bed sometimes. And being in bed is fun. What do we got? Oh, hey, we got Beard Laws. We've got Brenda. We've got Dawn Shay of Shay is in everything we have and use on our faces. Facebook user is back. What's up, national champions? Yes. Who's back? Who is this? Who are you, Facebook user? Please state your name. But yes, national championships, that was absolutely absurdly amazing. That was very fun. It was crazy to meet so many people, to see so many different new, whether it was a freestyle or just people I'd never seen in certain categories, like myself included. I've never been in a partial beard category. I'll be damned if I didn't ribbon in a partial beard category. I never thought I'd say that, but I did it. Hey, Scott, how do you feel about co-hosting a show since I don't have any? Nice hat. It is a nice hat because at the National Beard and Mustache Championships, I was representing Honest Amish. They're a great company. The amazing things they do. Oh, it's Chicken Wing. Chicken Wing's back. Chicken Wing is probably back from another band. That's my assumption because Chicken Wing gets banned. That's what he does, you know. I mean, different people have their things. Monty watches Wheel of Fortune. That's his name. Ghost. Sorry, I am sending a link to somebody, everybody, just to help me liven up the show a little bit. But Ghost falls asleep. That's what he does. Oh, Lord. But it doesn't matter. We're here, and I'm running everything. I'm running comments. What's up, Mr. Thompson? Good to see you. Good to see you. That, yep, is Chicken Wing, everybody. I will help. I mean, well, it's funny if another Facebook user like sneaks in and starts saying really crazy shit, and he gets blamed for it. Wouldn't that be rad? Super sexy hat. It is beyond a super sexy hat. These are prototype hats. I'm not sure if we officially were able to say that they are coming soon, but I think they are. These are embroidered, Honest Amish, black or white on black hats that are amaze balls and make people win national championships. Like me. I think I was wearing it on Friday night when I didn't win that night, but I mean, that was really fun. I'm going to jump off for a second and see if I can fix this. You do that, I hope, Chicken Wing. Oh, look at, you know what? This show just keeps getting spiced up. How about we do this? As we do this, as I'm doing this, I'm going to bring on our first guest, Mr. Barefoot Brains, who needs little to no introduction, but I'm going to allow him to do it anyway. What's up, Barefoot?
Tell What's the people going on?
Who he is.
I am Barefoot Brains from Watauga, Texas, or just north of Fort Worth. And let's see, Wicked Whiskers Facial Hair Club, uh, Bearded Monkey Social Club, and also road captain for Beard Mob North Texas. The Chops guy.
You are usually the most crazy, awesome, active road captain I've ever seen, other than this last weekend. Why don't you tell people exactly why we didn't get to see you at somewhere I'm sure everybody expected you to be, like honestly expected you to be.
I had 100% plans to go. I had it all lined up, hotel set up, riding with people, had it all set, ready to go. And the week before nationals, or the week, I don't know, before it anyway. I went to the VA to see the doctor who did my elbow surgery, and it's right there, this big old honking scar.
That's where the elbow's at.
Oh, I've seen it in pictures way more intense than that, with like Frankenstein clips and shit.
Yeah, now it's nice and healed up. Well, the nerve has fallen out of the tunnel that it's supposed to go in, and it is sitting right here on the edge of it, and I can move it back and forth.
Which shouldn't be there, like I assume.
No, it is supposed to be nice and protected in the arm and all this. So they have to take it out of here and move it to over here and reattach it to the bone.
That doesn't sound very painful.
Just another surgery. But I was supposed to have this surgery on Monday, which would be this past Monday. And I would have to get a COVID test 3 days prior to it. So I was going to go and do all that. And the VA decided that they weren't going to call me and let me know when anything was, and decided that it's still not going to happen yet, even though I've been trying for 3 months now to get the surgery to happen. And so when I seen the doctor the week before nationals, he told me that it could happen, or that they expedited it to the next available surgery, said, here, this is the day, and then decided, nope, I guess we can't do it. So I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from them.
That's crazy to yank your chain around. That really sucks, because again, with your full planning on being at nationals, we all would have loved to seen you there. And I'm gonna say right now, and I know Scott and both of the guests we have coming on here in a second can vouch for, I didn't see a speedo. None. Not one. So I really feel like, next to, Scott's amazing blue ribbon, everybody, Scott Sakura, welcome to the show, buddy. Thank you for stepping in for Mr. Sleepyhead Ghost.
Oh, hey, well, another Ohio guy filling in. We'll just put it that way.
You are. But there's no speedos, and I feel like there's an asterisk next to our wins now, because there wasn't even a single speedo at the competition.
Y'all should have wore speedos.
I did, but I didn't show anybody. So that's on for another subject on Banterin Beards. What's in your drawers? But anyways, why don't we say hi to our next guest, who I met for the very, very, very first time in Scranton, Ohio. Hello, Digi. How's it going?
It's going good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Digi is a national championship whiskerina, and if you would like to be her Facebook friend, I recommend getting it in now, because it takes a long time.
It doesn't take a long time.
How many weeks was my friendship request in your queue?
Probably like a full year, because we
well, you told me the exact amount of weeks. What was it?
What was it, like 52?
It was 52 weeks. I would say 1 year. It said 52.
So I have
Is that not weird?
A thing. Like, I don't add people unless we've had a conversation, like a real conversation. I don't care how many people you know that I know. Like, have a conversation with me, and then we'll be friends. That's cool.
I definitely could have. Matt, you're looking at your inbox, right? I could have been one of those people that would have messaged you right back and said, have you checked your mail for your publisher clearinghouse freaking code? If not, I can give it to you now. All I need is your bank account. I could upload that right now. This was a conversation I had an hour ago with somebody. So when I told them that I had my bank account number and if they were ready for it, they blocked me. I just wanted them to say yes, and it was just going to be a bunch of middle fingers, But I mean, they blocked me. Like I didn't even get the extra fun. I look like a stalker. Okay,
you do, especially after I met you for the first time.
Really?
I mean, a stalker.
You didn't say much when your hand was on my ass, but I
was just trying to be nice.
You were.
He's got friendly hands.
Oh, do you know that for a fact, Digi?
You know what else he has? A world champion or a national championship beard.
Yeah, I'm not. Aaron's
goatee. Sorry.
Yeah, two firsts and a third. So
goatee, the facial hair coming to a barefoot near you. Digi, why don't you tell everybody who you are that may not know?
Okay, so I'm Digi. I'm in Pittsburgh, part of Steel City Beard and Mustache Club. And at Nationals, I was also repping Honest Amish, which was awesome. And yeah, I've competed now a whopping 6 times. But I've been involved with the community since 2015. So 6 times in 6 years seems accurate. Yeah. So
how many of those placed or won?
I only have 1 win, and that was national
championship.
Yeah.
What didn't you get something when we were in Chicago?
2nd place.
All right.
I placed every time I've competed except for the very first time. I have placed. So there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's way cool. Not everybody can say that. That's for sure.
No, and I don't compete often. I really got involved with bearding because of the charity aspect and the camaraderie. I'm a people person. I really like to give hugs. So what up? I love that.
For a hug.
Hugs. Lots of hugs. Look, I'm even repping Talking Beards tonight.
Best show.
Just saying.
What's up, Mr. Bearded Leo Warrior, who had a couple national champions himself there in nationals. Both summer rocking her category, and this guy literally rocking the first time he's ever been in a category even close to what he actually competed into. Mr. Robert Rainey, what is happening, buddy?
What's going on?
We're just over here having a great time, reminiscing about nationals that Barefoot didn't get to be at. But
it broke my heart the whole time that he wasn't there.
It sucked.
We had the whole trip planned. Barefoot had a route planned out. We had a itinerary done. It broke my heart he couldn't be there.
Yeah, no, it sucked. I mean, I think all of us were pretty like, what? When the came down and the announcement came out, it was like, what the heck is going on?
When I talked to him on the phone the day he told us, where the heck did she go?
I don't know. My lights went out.
Uh-oh.
I'm sitting in the dark.
The day I talked to him on the phone,
whenever like your house lights went out?
Yeah, like everything.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you there, Robert, but this is something that's really going on.
I don't know. It's really weird.
I don't think
we lost power. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, I was like, we might be able to sell this to like one of those ghost hunter shows or something,
It's a Pittsburgh power grid.
Scott's recording as we speak.
Hey, Scott.
Hi. Hello, Robert. I am Scott.
Robert, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are?
I'm Robert Rainey. I'm from just outside of Fort Worth, Texas. I am the Sergeant at Arms for Beard Mob North Texas. I'm a national freaking champion.
Yeah, you are.
I competed
Hank is excited about it.
this year. I competed the first time in full beard groomed 6 to 12 inches, and I took them. And I am still amazed that happened. I am still blown away.
It was pretty awesome. And you were up there. You were not even in a short category. You were up there in a pretty stout category with quite a few people.
I was. There were some really nice beards there.
Yeah. You beat some serious competition, buddy. Congratulations. That was awesome.
I would say probably one of the most distinguishing facts to your beard that definitely made it stand out and be a lot better than everyone else's is the mustache. Like, your mustache, just having a completely different color mustache compared to your beard makes a humongous difference, and it makes it extremely more unique and very more valuable.
Definitely.
I like the sound of that. More valuable.
Yeah, your mustache is the MVP of your beard.
Hey, Michelle. How are you?
Good.
Digital. Did you forget to pay? I had to post it, Michelle. I'm sorry. I had to put it up there. It was the bearded Leo Warrior. That's exactly what it was.
I did have all BLW products in my beard that day.
I did not. I had Mr. Matt McClure. What's happening?
I'm a real boy.
You are a real boy. I brought you on because you were in the booth as well, and what I had in that day was Honest Amish beard brew. That was in my beard. I had told Matt that I was like, you know what? I need something to make this come together, and I got some. I don't remember what I got. I told you what I was going to get. What did I get? Oh, the Bayou Blend Beard Balm.
That's the one that we specifically recommend to everyone because that's mine and Aaron's favorite. So
it's awesome.
Since it's our favorite, that's the one we push on everyone else, and it just seems ironic that it's everyone else's favorite too. So, and it's the first one that is actually scented.
Chicken wing. I've taken second place in full beard style stash before up in Denver.
Don't give, all right, no. Well, hello everybody. Thank you, Scott Sikora, Matt McClear from Beard Laws, who is going to be on directly after this show, and pretty amazing as well. And there's a ghost sighting. Good Lord,
a ghost in the house.
It's hard being a national champ.
Heading on our way to a full house as I scoot over.
Hey, Drea.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Schatz-Glander has joined us.
Now it's a TV show.
It is. This is now a sitcom. So who brought the subjects? Now that we're pretty much looking like the Brady Bunch intro.
We're missing a few.
I heard Scott's good at algebra.
Well, Drea's trying to take out the whole studio, but first. Oh wait, Matt, what's up?
Oh, nothing. I was just messing with Scott.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Okay.
It was really great meeting all of y'all for the first time, or meeting y'all. I mean, Scott's famous and shit.
I'm not, but thank you. I'm famous as shit.
Everybody poops. I read that book.
That is a real book, I believe. Actually.
That is a real book. Yeah.
I have.
You know what, Sean? That is a real book.
I'm pretty sure I got it for my kid and read it to him when he was little. So yeah, it's a real book.
Everybody poops. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever read it to anybody, but maybe that's a bucket list thing.
You can read it to me.
Okay.
I just look at pictures.
Everybody conchos.
Stories between Sexy and Ghost.
As long as I don't read it to him before the show, so he falls asleep again. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, our first subject for the night, which will be probably a lead into our next subject of the night, but the best and most prestigious facial hairstyle in the bearding community, and go. That's
Chops.
but that's me. Oh, we all knew it was going to be me anyway, because I was in the first position. So, Drea, you're up.
Nope. What's the question? What do I feel as
What do you feel is the most... It's not even... It doesn't have to be that. I've just heard that over and over again somewhere. I don't remember. But the best facial hairstyle, what is it?
Yours.
Chops.
Oh! Good answer!
I like that. But
you
which
Sam
one?
Whaler?
One or the old one?
Any and all of them.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
I love you.
So, anyways, I guess I have to actually answer now. The Big Beards. I'd say the Big Beards are,
Losing signal here.
full beard over, let's say, 18. These guys not only have commitment, they have
Patience.
the patience and, no, honestly, patience. Patience is like the one word that fits for every little bit of it.
Commitment.
Not to rip it out when it's pissing you off. Not to freaking
Dedication.
cut back. Not to offer it up for charity. Just, all that good stuff. So I say Big Beards. Corey's not running that part again this time.
No,
All right.
I got comments. You missed that memo? Damn. I'm about to go freestylers, man. As much as I say all hail the whale, I'm going to go freestylers.
Mike Michelle also agrees with the freestylers.
Yeah, dude. You want to talk about patience? I've been ready to rip my shit out a million times doing that stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the hardest one I've done.
Well, that's a different thing, I guess. What, the hardest you've done and all that, that's different.
Yeah. That sounded horrible, didn't it?
Yeah, the hardest that's what she said.
Well,
I know.
of course, everyone knows I'm going to say goatee because it is by far the best of all styles. It definitely not is the Whalers or the Sea Hops. Sorry, guys. I mean, I know you're all in here with me, but it's just my shtick, and it just has to stay that way.
You can't grow sideburns.
Wait. That's your. Wait, did Barefoot lose power now too?
I think it's moving.
But
Just moving room.
Behind you.
That's your argument for it is because it's your shtick.
It's always been though. Like I've always had a goatee forever and a day since way back in the 1800s when beards were first coming to America.
And you were in high school.
I don't know. Like I've just always had a goatee. I've always loved it. I've always liked the way they look, and I've always just a lot of other beard styles just make my skin crawl, and it's just kind of turned into this funny little joke.
He said make his skin crawl.
He did.
Shut up, Glander. Next.
Oh. At least I get some type of reaction out of you.
Is this category or facial hair? And
facial hairstyle, Robert.
What's your
like,
favorite
what is the,
one?
the best in your opinion?
Goatee.
Definitely not goatee.
Wouldn't that be weird for him to say that?
I'm gonna have to say the freestylers. They put so much into it. They've got way more patience and tolerance than I do. I give up.
It's true. I've seen it. Yeah, you.
I would have to absolutely say freestyle. Now, my favorite categories can be different.
Okay. Yeah, that would be different. Boom.
I gotta go with freestyle. I mean, just the amount of intricate detail that some of these freestylers come up with is crazy, and that's definitely something that I think is the best. Sorry, Scott, it's not goatee.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. I know you like me. Okay, Barefoot, tell us. You tell us.
Chops, I believe, are the best, but the most hardest working category out of all of them are totally the freestyle and the Whiskerinas. I give props to both of them. The freestyle guys, I've tried freestyling. I totally want to shave my beard off because I have no patience for it. But to come up with the ideas that a lot of these guys do, whether they have a small goatee or big beards and do this stuff, is just crazy to me. The Whiskerinas and how much time and effort they put into building their beards too, whether it be just the mustaches, the realistic and style them up, or just the creative ones building a beard out of anything. It's just outrageous to me. I can sit here and grow facial hair on my face all day long, and it's nothing, shaving it into different categories. But to actually put effort into freestyling it or be creative and build a beard out of something, that's props to those two categories for that.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, well said. All right, so I really think that the big beards, I'm a huge fan of him. Sean Duffy, his beard is amazing, and I want one of those someday when I get older. But after this
when I grow up,
after this weekend, seeing so many amazing beards and people, I truly fell in love with the big beard and the styled stash. Somebody that has just the amazing styled stash with an epic beard. That's my number one now.
Dude, wasn't even thinking there, but yes, that's amazing.
I already said it. Wrong button.
We just wanted to come back to you.
Yeah.
God, do I have to
I don't
fix
even
it?
remember.
I feel like I know what I'm doing now.
When you get this many little vision, I mean, I'm just going down the line.
Look at me, I'm
But
top.
I actually, now that, I mean, okay. I guess it would be a different thing for me to say the hardest working people in the beard thing. That would definitely be the Whiskerinas and the freestylers. I mean, that would literally. But I'm talking about, if we were just talking about bearding in general and the people that put it in, the people that are literally like, I mean, I don't talk about putting in work on comp day, but that's the freestylers. Whiskerinas are putting in work way before comp day. But the people that are putting in the daily work, which would be your big beards, because they didn't just get there. We all know we're all growing. Scott might be literally the biggest beard here, probably. I mean, what's your length, Scott?
I'm just at 13 inches.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm not. Mine's kind of, it stopped. It's like
okay. So you and Matt are right there.
Yeah, they're just
11 and 3/4.
Dense.
I'm only at 12 and a quarter, so But anyways, the bottom line is the people that are putting that in to get out there and still have a great looking beard when it gets there, because you've taken care of it the entire time. Because I when mine gets a little longer, the ends, like the last 4 inches, are not as cool as the rest of it. I'll tell you that right now. And that's what she said.
Nah. What about that guy that had a 42-inch beard?
That guy that was down to his freaking ankles. Oh,
that was ridiculous.
What?
that was amazing. But look what it. But I wasn't as impressed with it, honestly.
No, you
as
get
I was with other people in his category.
You get beards like Jerry Spiller and Duff. They're full, they're thick all the way to the end.
Dude.
Hey, you get Mark Burns out there.
Oh yeah,
Mark. Well, obviously,
that guy's beard and stash, man.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's cool. Scott pointing to the picture.
It's Daisy.
Oh, now he's gonna get up.
But if we were talking about, I just like that, and then I also, it started getting to look at that. That's rad.
That's awesome.
Hi guys, I am best in
Good old
show
lampshade.
Marcus.
2021
Marcus
National Beard
so
and Mustache
freaking funny.
Championship.
Mark is so funny. We were hanging out with Mark outside the hotel, and he's a great.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was great. He's a card, like literally. He's on all the time.
Oh yeah,
that guy doesn't shut off, and it's awesome. He's hilarious. But when Matt mentioned the style stash, yes, that's a different level. I mean, I'm envious of anybody that has a stash, because even when I have one, it's not great. I don't get a big, full, great stash.
That whaler wax?
That whaler wax is working great for us.
Yeah, I hear you. It's growing in, actually. Yeah, it's doing all right, but I just might have to freaking shave off the soul patch and dethrone Ghost, I guess. Probably.
Let's go, buddy. Come on.
I think Ghost Color beat you out on that one there.
If it really did get to hardest working, though, I mean, honestly, even for freestylers, yeah, I think the Whiskerinas work harder than the freestylers. The Whiskerinas build for a month at a time, you know? I mean, the freestylers show up and show out. That's what they do. You know?
At least a month at a time on the Whiskerinas. Some of those
I've known some of them that have worked on it for 2, 3, 4 months at a time.
I've seen beards that have been 2 to 3 years in the making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It takes a lot of work.
And I've seen them built and torn down and built and torn down and
yeah, because if you design something and it's not what you anticipated and you don't like it, you tear it down and you start again. Like it
blows my mind.
That's where y'all get lucky compared to freestyle.
No,
y'all got time to mess with that.
Do that too.
We tear it down.
Yeah, I was just going to say the freestylers have to do that too. They have to have an idea. They have to play with that even before they get to the comp that they're going to. Like at least some of the guys that I know that I've talked to about it, like they kind of prep.
A lot of them wing it though. A lot of them wing it day of comp. They're just like, this is what we're doing. This is where it's going.
That's the fun shit.
Going here, going there.
Yeah, freestyle and they're kind of like the Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
You have fruit flies?
No, I don't know. I was just doing what I was doing.
I know. I think your fruit flies went to Scott.
Talking with our hands today.
I was going to say, I'm Italian, so I always talk with my hands.
Well, I
don't know what to do with them.
So at Mob Fest this last year, I was in the bathroom freestyling. Aaron's waiting patiently for probably about 2 hours.
Aaron doesn't wait patiently.
He was out in the living room waiting patiently for about 2 hours because he wanted us to get there and set up. And I come out of the friggin' bathroom with my beard straight. I'm like, sorry, dude, I washed out. That sucked. I'm going to just go throw something together and we can go. And I won. But anyways, don't think that we just don't scrap it and start over sometimes.
Oh,
it pisses the people waiting for us off. But
I've seen it. But I can tell you, Blackbeard from this past weekend, the idea was over 2 years old.
Well, that's what. As soon as you said some people have 2 or 3 years in the making, I about said and win national champions with them.
Yeah,
yeah, she did.
You had told me that in Scranton that's been worked on for a really long time. Let's move into another little something to talk about, which is going to go right with this, but it's a little something that I think has surfaced lately and needs to be addressed and is an interesting subject, to be honest with you. So, you show up at a comp for the first time in your life. You've never been to a comp before. You don't even have an idea about facial hair categories.
I'm just there.
Do you 100% rely on the prejudges, and if anything happens, it's 100% their fault? Or should you do a little research and just find out where the hell you should be in the first place?
You should do research for sure.
Wing that shit.
Not your turn.
I know. I'd wing it. I winged everything. Screw it. I don't plan ahead. I didn't even know what category I was in my first competition. So, yeah, there you go. Not a clue. Makes it fun that way. You can shake up everybody.
I think that so I've been in this position. So my good friend Crystal Davis and my original coach of bearding, she hit me up and said, "Hey, there's a big comp in your town like next weekend, right?" And I'm like, "No, what's a comp?" So we went from there, and next thing you know, I'm in Epic, which is, for those that have ever been there, the probably one of. I mean, I know there's other ones advertised as the biggest West Coast, but over 150 competitors every time. Gigantic freaking show, raise over 20,000 every time. I mean, when they do it, Spokane's Epic beard and mustache comp is amazing. And that was my first comp. And I'll be damned if I didn't ask around to a ton of people and said, what should I do? You know, I mean, I did my research. I wanted to know what I should be in and what I should do. And I didn't win, but, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. You know, you don't always win.
Yeah, so I mean, who would show up to their first live competition anyways and potentially have it be nationals? I think that, yes, you could rely on the prejudges, especially if they are Natali. If Natali is in there, you always just listen to Natali. I feel like that should be on a T-shirt. I feel like that should be.
I'm trying to figure out who's peeing.
Oh, sorry, that's me. I got excited. But yeah, I guess if Natali's not going to be there, do some homework and. Yeah, I mean, if you're there to strictly win in your first competition, and you know what I mean, you're looking to get into the category and you don't, then maybe you should just be there for the real reason of raising money. So I'm going to go prejudges. Trust them. Always trust them.
This keeps moving because he's poking on comments.
Natali.
Yeah.
And that's the one who was peeing.
So, I missed the comment. No, always trust Natali.
I have a ribbon because of it.
I mean,
He was peeing.
when I went to my first competition, I didn't know anything, but I didn't have to worry about that because I don't have that problem. I would say you should do your research, like look into it, ask around. Like people are friendly. The entire community. Like when I went to my first comp, I knew one person. He told me, "Oh, you gotta come, Digi. You're gonna love this." I was like, "Okay," so I did. And he was actually one of our judges at nationals, Dr. Adam Cosgrove, and he was the only person I knew. I knew nothing else, and everyone that I met that night was amazing. Every Whiskerina, every single person, and if you ask, they're gonna tell you, like they're gonna help you. People aren't gonna be like, "Oh, I don't know you." No, walk away. Like. If you don't know what you're doing, ask someone.
Unless it's Andrew Matson.
Yeah, don't never listen to him.
He only has one friend.
Okay. You should always listen to your prejudges, but you should have done your research before getting there. The prejudges this year told me, "Hey, you're a little more groomed than natural, so you could go groomed." I went groomed. I had stuff cleaned up because that's what I needed to do. However, even before my first competition, back in 2015 when I met Barefoot, I knew what the categories were and what the requirements were. You know, the prejudges then, they weren't as helpful as they are now. The prejudges then went, "That's what you want? Okay, that's what you're getting." The information's out there, so we can get into where we need to be. Crystal Davis and Natali helped me this year.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were extremely helpful this year.
Yeah. Scott's got a booger in his nose.
So my first. Shut your mouth.
Sorry, I ran over.
So my first experience in my first competition, I had no idea. Like, and it was just a small bar competition, but it was partial beard, and I'm like everywhere I try, and this is 2011, and I tried to do my research online as best as I could, and I couldn't really figure out like what a partial beard was. There was like no standard definition written out that like. Goatee is a style. Whaler is a style. Chops are a style. These are all partial beards. Nothing ever really said that at that point. It just said partial beard. Some form of it does not connect was basically the general like thing. So I remember going to my first competition and everyone was like, "Well, why aren't you in full beard?" And I'm like, "Well, because I don't have a full beard." I'm like, I shave. That's if I didn't shave, I would have a full beard. So I had to like fight with people that were signing up, and I'm like, well, according to what you have written here, you know, I fit into something different than what you're telling me that I'm supposed to be in. So I guess it is the educating yourself before you go to the event. And if you have a question about what they're trying to do, question them. You know, everyone, they might not know everything. And thankfully, they've put out the standards and stuff. You know, Beard Team USA has on their website, and the national championship website has like the whole standards for and specifications for all the different categories and stuff. So the information's out there. So, you know, make sure you look before you go. And if you question what a prejudge says to you, I mean, question them and ask another prejudge. I saw that like Digi and this, in fact, this did happen to me. Like when I was registering, I mean, for goodness sakes, Digi and Natali both know my beard better than anyone else. Digi measures one side. She's like, good. And then Natali measures it, and Natali gets a different measurement. And she's like, you're going to have to cut off one side. And I'm like, all right. So, you know, I trusted both of them that they were going to give me the proper information. But, you know, it's just, Digi could have just had the ruler just in a little different spot than Natali. And I mean, you know, I did what I had to do. I mean, I took off a good, I think, 8 inches on this side, but
8 inches.
Yeah, 8 inches.
Damn,
just the tip.
Inches.
I know, from below my ear, I did 8 inches. Oh,
8
wait,
inches?
it was this side.
That might have been ear hair.
Shut up.
Who has that problem with nose hair?
What say you, Barefoot? By the way, everybody, Matt McClure had to go because he has another show he's got to get ready for coming up right after this one. Beard Laws.
That is not my dog.
Barefoot.
Yes. Let's see. My first competition was a small one, and there was no prejudging. There was people at registration table that knew the basics for the categories, and that was it. And I was in full beard at that time, so it was just go. Here it is. I've actually only been to 2 competitions where there was prejudging, where there was at Nationals in Chicago and at Worlds. Is the only time I've ever seen actual prejudging to make sure you're in the right category. I've seen at registration tables, you know, they're making sure the length is the right size and all that. But I've actually seen a lot of people that are in the wrong categories. And I feel that shouldn't be put on the registration people. I feel that should be put on you. You know how big your beard is. And you know that if you're going to be in the bearding game or come to a competition, whether it be your first one or not, you should know somewhat of the rules or the guidelines for your category. If you're a full beard, you should know how long it is, where to measure it from. Do some research on it. It's not that hard, especially nowadays. The information's out there for every category. It's not that hard to Google it, find out, go to Beard Team USA, anywhere. It's a lot different, smaller comps compared to bigger comps, but even at bigger comps, I've seen people in the wrong categories. It's happened quite often.
Absolutely. So have I. I think we've all seen people definitely in the wrong categories. And speaking of categories, period, if you're anywhere near Hollister, Missouri, this weekend, go see Michelle. I was gonna say, was it Hollister or Queen City? Oh, with the Queen City in Hollister, Missouri. If you're in Missouri anywhere, I'm pretty sure Hollister's not far from you. So look for Branson. It's just outside. Michelle's judging. Tell her Big Sexy sent you.
You go to Branson, take a right by the big tree.
He didn't want to step up to the big dog. He got tired of getting beat by me.
Daniel actually heard that I was in there, and he was like, "Okay, well, Ghost, I might be able to take care of." But
that again falls on,
and the fact that I went and shaved the damn soul patches.
That again falls on being prepared to go into the category you're going into.
I relied heavily on the prejudges for my sanity, and that was just because they were really good friends of mine, and they decided to tell me to quit freaking out the fact that I was going to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and start freestyling. So They told me not to, and to just relax, have a good time at nationals, enter a category that fit pretty well, and I ribboned.
That drunk guy who wanted to wrestle.
He should have been in Donegal.
I beat the wrestle dude. I did it.
All right, so
I say you wanted to wrestle the guy.
There in the chat room, I put so if anyone's looking for information about information about categories and stuff, there's the link.
Standards. That's good information to have. Everybody is for that.
You should know what if you're going to be in a certain category, you should know the rules for your category.
So, if you want to be serious about it,
was 5 inches or shorter, I don't think Daniel was going to get there anyway.
He was borderline. He was borderline.
Was he?
Huh. I think I don't know. I didn't measure, but he was.
Hi, Scott.
Oh, that is hilarious. The drunk guy wasn't supposed to.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't wonder. We all talked about that. I mean, we literally talked about that on stage. Now I'm wondering if that was picked up by any camera. But Corey and I were like,
it was.
Corey and I were like, the fuck that dude doing here?
Yeah, that guy was freaking hilarious from the time we were backstage on. Oh my god!
I think the best part was when Corey, the guy's sitting there. He's like, oh, he wants to ask everybody else questions. You didn't ask me any questions. Corey's like, that's because all you said was, does anybody want to wrestle?
And then he got his little mic time, too.
He got his mic time. He did.
You know what? He had a good time.
That's all that matters.
His time turned by the end of the night.
All I know is I thought you won.
What happened?
I'll tell you what, I bet Corey can tell, everybody there can tell you, his girlfriend was extremely friendly, though. So, that's cool.
He was.
Everybody was super happy and having a great time. The rest of us were on just cloud 9 because we had ribbons in our hands. So, that was pretty cool. But
and I'm going next year.
She is going next year.
You better.
I wish we knew right now where next year
is that like putting the Whiskerinas on notice?
Oh
no.
Is that what you're doing?
Shots.
Are you calling out the Whiskerinas the way the other guy called out? What did he call out? Freestylers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He called out freestylers when he was on stage. He was like, I'm coming for freestylers next year.
I'm calling groomed guys.
That dude that now has hit me up. That guy.
It was hysterical. I was like, okay.
But he was funny. He was having such a great time. That guy was actually cool. That guy was there was other guys there that were being worse.
Like Sean's
Stop it.
He came back to the Honest Amish table and he told Joe, he was like, sorry, I called you out, man, but like I just had to. And I was like, he was super friendly.
Oh, and then the rest of the night we messaged, and that's fine because I'm gonna help. I told him
you better too, Michelle.
Anything I know, really, I mean, there's just certain things. The rest of it's your patience, your freaking, your fortitude. Because I can just get literally, I could have easily said screw it to when I came out, after I washed out and Aaron was definitely ready to go set up. I could have said screw it and not freestyle, but I did and won another competition. So,
hey guys,
Scott,
I don't want to interrupt, but I got to get going because I have to get ready for match show now too. So
there you go, perfect, awesome.
Go fluff your beard.
Well, it was awesome. Thank you, and thank Matt if you're watching. You guys rock, and we'll see you soon.
And Barefoot, I will see you shortly too.
Yes, I will be on there with you.
All right, I'll see you.
Yes, you will. Hey, how about for the last? Bye, Scott.
Bye, Scott.
So how about for the last couple of minutes, Barefoot, tell me what you got going on right now. What kind of fundraising are you doing in the beer community?
Well, I have to shave off my chops on Monday at 4 p.m. They are going bye-bye, and I thought, well, I have to do it for a procedure I'm getting done. I'm getting some injections in my jaw all the way up to my temple on both sides to try to stop me from having to have surgery to fix my jaw and stuff. So I decided to make it more fun, help raise some money for charity. I'm letting the public decide what facial hair I will grow next.
Porn stash.
Monkey tail.
That's an option. Anyone that anybody wants to do. How you vote is I got my PayPal up. I have a event page set up. You go onto my PayPal. You send me any donation you want, from $1 to $1 million, and you get in the notes on your PayPal. You just tell me what category you think I should go to, and I screenshot every single one of them. And whatever on Monday, the 20th at 4 p.m., whatever category has the most money into it is going to be the one that I grow next and compete in next.
So that's the cutoff. Monday at 4 p.m.
Yep, that's when I shave.
Central Time, I'm assuming.
Yes, Central Time.
Okay.
That is when I'm shaving. I am going live at that time to show that I'm getting straight razored, my face and my head, everything. And then I will be on Talking Beards on Tuesday next week, and we will announce how much money and what category I will be going into from here on out.
What's monkey tail category?
We will share the PayPal.
Did you just say from here on out?
Until I get tired of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Barefoot
you never know.
doesn't do something until it comes in a half inch. She brings it in.
So what's in the lead? What style is in the lead? Is it still goatee? Is that still in the lead?
So yesterday I went on What Up Mob Wednesday and talked about it, and I was on there for about 15 minutes or so discussing it and telling everybody about it. And Handlebar Mustache has jumped into a very large lead.
Damn it, Team Monkey Tail.
I saw that. I saw your post saying that.
Yeah, there's many people have said they wanted the circle beard, goatees up there. But all this money that is being sent to me is going straight to charity. I will be donating it all to the One Tribe Foundation, formerly known as 22 Kill. They changed their name to One Tribe Foundation because they are now helping out veterans, first responders, and frontline healthcare workers and their families.
That's awesome.
It's a local, somewhat national, but mostly local charity here in the DFW area. So I just figured I got to shave it off anyway. Let's make it fun, find a way to raise some money out of it, and let everybody else choose what category I go to next. So who knows? I might come into Whaler and then be the speedo in the Whaler.
There you go. That's awesome. That's super awesome. I will start growing. Keep my stash coming back in.
If you guys want me to be a goatee, donate some money, put goatee on there. Stash, yep.
I will be donating money in the name of goatee directly after this show because, to be honest with you, I've seen Barefoot in many facial hairstyles, but I've never pictures back and everything. I've never seen anything like a goatee, so I think it would be very cool.
Goatee was what I started in back in high school.
It ain't on your new Facebook.
No, yeah, it ain't on my new Facebook. No, back in high school was the time I had like the Dimebag Daryl goatee, little skinny, long.
Dude, when I joined the Beard Mob, I just had a goatee here to about here.
Yep,
that's all I had.
But I mean,
that was back
I immediately grew it in.
I'm down to grow whatever facial hairstyle for whatever it is. It's fun. It's for charity. It's just hair. It'll grow back. So
what was the PayPal again?
The PayPal is me_4629.
We'll be posting the PayPal on the show directly after we get out of here. I will post it on the page. I will share it absolutely everywhere. You have no excuse not to donate. Get your asses out there. Choose his next freaking facial hairstyle. As we do at the end of every show, thank you all for coming. Love you all. Digi,
thank you all for having me.
Barefoot, Scott,
you're late.
Matt, everybody that filled in for Ghosts falling asleep. Love you, Natalie. Feel better. Like we finish the show every week. Here's to you and here's to me. Best of friends will always be. But if by chance we disagree, the hell with you and here's to me. Go watch Beard Laws.
See ya.